Good morning, friends. Welcome in NET-JRF Academy. Let us start to solve Jan 2025 questions. We have to match list 1 to list 2. Hypertrophy, enlargement of the already existing cell, hyperplasia, cell division by mitosis, gonadal hormone, luteinizing hormone, adrenal hormone is antidiuretic hormone DHA, and the correct option is 4. Let's move on the next question. Next question is we have to arrange early to latest. We have to arrange early to latest. So we have a one. I have a one trick. Early day human feel constant stress. According to early day, yani evolution came first. Day diffusionism, then early day human feel functionalism, evolution, diffusionism, then functionalism. ह्यूमन से यहाँ पे हिस्टोरिकल पर्टिकुलरिज्म आएगा. लेट मी एक्सप्लेन. Let me explain. Early day human feel constant stress. Stress constantly. Early day human feel stress constantly. E से evolutionism. D से diffusionism. Human से human historical particularism. Feel से functionalism. Stress constantly से structural functionalism, and then in last structuralism. So according to, we know that evolution came first and A is first, so we can eliminate these option. And then second option is diffusion, so diffusion is not here. And then historical particularism second, so C is common in both. And then functionalism is not here, sorry, structural functionalism B. So correct option is 4. And in last structuralism in chem. Correct option is 4. Let's move on the next question. A ridge of bone running along the top of a skull in ape and early hominin. Okay, the question is asked, the ridge of bone running along top of a skull in ape in early hominin. The correct option is sagittal crest. Optical foci, suture process, frontal fossa. Actually, in our structure of brain, we saw one of the long, and this line is this attached to two parts of the brain is called sagittal crest. It's only present of the early human. In developed human and modern human, they don't have sagittal crest. Let's move on. The next correct option is 2. Let's move on the next question. The correct sequence of Harold Lewis model of communications. So we have to arrange in correct. This question is common in paper 1 and paper 2. Harris-Loswell model. Harris-Loswell model, according to these options, what we have, what effect, what channel, and who, and last में हमारा whom. So first one is who. मैसेज हमेशा कोई ना कोई सेंड करता है, तो फर्स्ट वन इज हु, कौन होगा. एंड देन सेकेंड ऑप्शन इज व्हाट, अगर उनके पास मैसेज है तो क्या है, हु देन व्हाट. एंड देन नेक्स्ट, फर्स्ट वन इज हु देन व्हाट, एंड नेक्स्ट वन हो जाएगा ई, वो किससे क्या चैनल है, मतलब किसके थ्रू वो सेंड करना चाहते हैं. एंड नेक्स्ट हमारा हो जाता है व्हाट चैनल, अगर किसी को भेजना है तो उसका मीडियम क्या है, देन व्हाट चैनल. एंड द लास्ट वन what channel? And the last one is effect. Effect always measure in last. Effect always measure in last. So according to this option, correct option is second. Let's move on the next question. In which of the following book what the concept of detribalization was given by Yogendra Singh? Yogendra Singh, concept of the detribalization was given by Yogendra Singh. Tribes of India, social change of modern India, caste in modern India, caste in modern India, and last option is modernization of Indian traditions. Actually, Yogendra Singh was related to modernization of Indian tradition. This was the first book of Yogendra. Correct option is 4. And modernization of Indian traditions. He studied modernization in 3 perspectives: technological, economic, and political. Technological, economic, and political. Actually, he was related to cultural perspective. Sometimes UGC NET exam, Yogendra Singh related to which perspective? He related to perspective. Cultural perspective. And he gave Indian civilizations 4 characteristics of Indian civilizations. First one is holism. Second one is hierarchy. Third one is continuity, and fourth one is transcendent. So according to these options, modernization of Indian traditions, this was the first book who wrote by Yogendra Singh, and in this book he mentioned detribalization concept. In this book he mentioned detribalization concept. Modernization of Indian tradition. The Indian tradition. This book he wrote in 1937. This was the first book who wrote by Yogendra Singh, and the second book he wrote Essay on Modernization 1997. Essay on Modernization 1997. And so many other books he wrote, like a social stratifications, image of the man, Indian sociology, social change in India, and so that. And UGC NET exam asked 2 book: the Sociology of Culture 1991, Towards a Sociology of Culture in India 1965. So correct option is 4, related to Yogendra Singh, cultural perspective. And let's move on the next question. Okay, we have to match. Before some year, UGC NET asked, in exam they ask ki arrange this theory in chronological way, but this time they ask ki arrange this matching flow, matching list 1 to list 2. Chromosomal theory, Denver classifications, Paris nomenclatures, human chromosome number confirmations. So human chromosome number confirmations, it was a event of 1956, and there were two great men who gave the chromosomes number confirmations, who was what was the name? Okay, I will tell you later, but that was first we can match 1956, and chromosomal theory came in 1903. So first 3, okay, first 3, A का 3 है, तो we can say right option is A. So Denver classification is very very important. 1959 के आसपास का कॉन्सेप्ट था ये, 1959. And last was the Paris nomenclature is 1971. And Denver and Tiso, basically 1956 in examination they mention ki Denvier. In examination they mention Tiso and Levan. Tiso and Levan. Bas who was the two people? Denvier Tiso and Denvier Tiso. The other one is Albert Levan. Albert Levan. These two people first identify numbers of human chromosome. 46 number and 23 pair. They were the first people who identify these number. Okay. And who gave the chromosomal theory? 1903. Walter Sutton and Theodore Bory. Walter Sutton and Theodore Bory. According to these questions, if we can try to arrange this early to latest. So the first one is Paris nomenclature. Second, sorry. First one is chromosomal identification, number identification, and the second second is Denvier classification. Third one is Paris nomenclature. गलत हो गया. First one is 1903 chromosomal theory. Second one is 1903. Second one is chromosomal identification, chromosomal number identification. Third one is 1959 Denvier classification, and last one is Paris nomenclature. So might be in next upcoming examinations they ask about the chronology. So correct option is 3. Let's move on the next question. Okay, again we have to match list 1 to list 2. Classical ethnography, mainstream ethnography, postmodern ethnography, public ethnography. We have to match list 1 to list 2. What is the classical ethnography? So written to provide a persuasive account of setting. This is a persuasive account of setting. This is related to classical ethnography. And mainstream ethnography, written for a wider constituency of social scientists. This is a mainstream ethnography. And postmodern ethnography, ethnographer is overtly insinuate into the writing. It postmodern. जैसे ही insinuate word आया, that's related to postmodern. Public, written with general audience in mind. General audience in mind, it's related to public audience, यानी public ethnography. So let's see the correct options. But before that, we have to clear cut idea who was a postmodernist. Postmodernist was Pierre Bourdieu. Pierre Bourdieu was a postmodernist, and along with Ronald Rosaldo. Rosaldo was postmodernist, and Clifford and E. Marcus. E. Marcus name is very, very, very important. Since so many exam they ask E. Marcus name. Who was E. Marcus? Are the very important concept E. Marcus. E. Marcus gave very, very important concept related to ethnoarchaeology is called multi-sited ethnography. Multi-sited ethnography. And Ronald Rosaldo given the concept of culture truth, and Pierre Bourdieu very, very important concept he gave, habitus and reflexivity. Pierre Bourdieu पढ़ते हैं, आप जो चाहो वो पढ़ सकते हो. Pierre Bourdieu, he gave the one important concept habitus, which already asked in examinations. Habitus, what is habitus? Habitus is all thing which a people learn in their whole life. Basically acquiring skills is a habitus. and other concept he gave, reflexivity. These two concept is given by Pierre Borodi. Let's see the correct options. A का 4 है, A का 4, so correct option is third. Let's move on the next question. The disequilibrium model in ecological archaeology was followed by Robert Braidwood, Robert Brucefoot, Kent Flannery, Brian Hayden. Basically, correct option is Kent Flannery. Kent Flannery wrote one book is called Archaeologist. He wrote one book is called Archaeologist. And the early Miso, basically he wrote other books, ecological, archaeological, and in this book he gave ecological, archaeological डेवलपमेंट मॉडल. कई बार एग्जाम में ये पूछा गया है. अदर एग्जाम जो होते हैं स्टेट पीसीएस के या फिर स्टेट के जो अंथ्रो के एग्जाम्स होते हैं उनमें ये पूछा जाता है. उन्होंने ह्यूमन इन्वायरमेंट इंटरेक्शंस के मॉडल में दिया था डायनामिक, अनप्रिडिक्टेबल और सेप बाय फीडबैक, जिसको ट्रेडिशनल इक्विलिब्रियम मॉडल के नाम से भी जानते हैं. So correct option is 3, Kent Flannery. Let's move on the next question. Bregman rule referred to. This topic is belong to 4th unit. Bregman's rule. The correct option is general relationship between body size and temperature of the environment. General relationship between skin color and temperature. ये तो होगा ही नहीं. जनरल रिलेशनशिप बिटवीन बॉडी साइज एंड एथनिसिटी में कुछ बताया नहीं गया है. जनरल रिलेशनशिप बिटवीन स्किन कलर एंड जियोग्राफिकल लोकेशंस. स्किन कलर का बहुत ज़्यादा रोल नहीं है क्लासिफिकेशन में. सो बॉडी साइज एंड एनवायरमेंट, टेम्परेचर ऑफ द एनवायरमेंट. सो दिस A option is correct. Let's move on the next question. Law of the burial. Okay, we will see this question is next upcoming video. अगर आपको थोड़ी सी भी हेल्प मिल रही है तो प्लीज़ वीडियो को लाइक करें और चैनल को सब्सक्राइब करें. थोड़ा सा मोटिवेशन मिलता है. बाकी तो आपकी मर्जी है. एज यू विश. थैंक यू फॉर वॉचिंग.